Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome. Gosh, I hope you're enjoying this winter. This has been an absolutely perfect day. Anyway, doesn't get any better than this, especially on a Friday, does it? Perfect weather. It's what we've been waiting for. Anyway, welcome. I'm Rick Arsenal, and this is something I do called Time Out Over Time. And this is the Time Out Over Time YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Can't thank you enough. Get down there in the corner, smash that like and subscribe button. Remember to tell your friends. The next subscriber to my podcast will be the winner. And if you're already a subscriber, you can get them in the loop, tell them just exactly what it is you're going to win. Okay? All right. Thanks. Hockey. NHL. Tonight, the Carolina Hurricane are up 3-1 on the Montreal Canadiens. So obviously, with the win tonight, they will punch their ticket to the Stanley Cup Finals against the Las Vegas Golden Knights, who are coming off, surprisingly to me anyway, a sweep of the Colorado Avalanche. So we get very close to the Stanley Cup Finals. And we'll find out tomorrow night who will represent the Western Conference in the NBA Finals. Game 7 in Oklahoma City between the Thunder and the Spurs. I think the Thunder are favored by 3.5 or 4 points. You know, a lot of people think, and I may be one of them, that the NBA wants to, they know where their meal ticket is, so to speak, and that they argue the NBA would love to see Victor Wembanyama in the finals. Is he the best player in the league right now? I guess you could argue that he is. And it wouldn't surprise me to see San Antonio win tomorrow night, simply for that reason. I don't trust the NBA right now. I really don't. And Adam Silver has a dilemma. Adam Silver has a dilemma on his hands right now. Something called flopping. Yeah, I think that's something that has to be addressed. And if you're an ardent NBA fan, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about here. How do you address flopping? How do you put a stop to that or not do it? I suppose when a player gets fouled, you could call the offender for a regular foul, and you could cause the victim of the foul. You could call a technical on him, I suppose, and a one-shot technical. But I think everybody agrees they have got to address flopping in the NBA. It's become a real issue, and I think that's something Adam Silver, the president of the National Basketball Association, needs to address, needs to look at. It really does. So, as I said, the Stanley Cup Finals will get underway next week. I expect Carolina to finish off Montreal tonight, and I think they will go on to defeat the Golden Knights. So, see, the NHL is just the opposite of the NBA. NBA, the Western Conference, is a stronger conference. In the NHL, it's just the other way around. The Eastern Conference is much stronger than the West. I think a good example of that is had the way the Red Wings been playing in the West. Red Wings still in the rest of the Western Conference, they would have made the playoffs this year. No. That should tell you something right there. Anyway, let's get our sponsors out of the way. Finish Line Family Restaurant down in Carlton Road in Hillsdale, across from Aeroswift Printing between the railroad tracks. The best darn sit-down restaurant in our area. Again, I have no script. This to me, it's just a testimonial. I speak from experience. Uh, it's just the best darn sit-down restaurant in our area. They've been serving our community now for 4 decades, more than 4 decades, more than 40 years. And doesn't get any better, you know. Good old-fashioned home cooking, hours of operation, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. Now, open until 8 Thursday and Friday night. Friday, of course, all you can eat fish. Weather's good. They will be open Thursdays as well as Fridays until 8 o'clock, right through Labor Day, all summer. Award-winning breakfast. A lot of great new menu items. I've tried them all. They're great. Reasonably priced. Fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere. It's got everything you want in a sit-down restaurant. And you see a lot of the same people in there for a good reason. You know, you get a good meal at a reasonable price. And when you fuel up from food at the finish line, you're always going to finish first. Once you paid your bill, you're headed out that door. I can promise you, you have a smile on your face and you'll feel completely satisfied. Okay, I'll see you there. I better see you there. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance in Jonesville. Seniors, have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Do you? Don't let healthcare costs vent you. So we're calling an audible with Joe Rudin at Barrett Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. Whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period, or you're losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Okay. Now, what about businesses? Don't get sacked. Joe's got group health coverage options for you too. Okay. Give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 and check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word, 2 R's, 2 T's, barrettins.com. You'll find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in downtown Jonesville. That's Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams, 517-849-1000. That's barrettins.com, Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. Bear with me for 1 second here. We're also brought to you in part by Quality PC in downtown Hillsdale, 37 Rawlins Street, just west of Howell, across from Fat Jack's Automotive, 517-610-5372. The only place around here to go for tech services. As I've told you many times before, there is no other place. They're the best at what they do, okay? Tech services, sales, repairs. Tim Lindley and his staff are more than capable of resolving any technical issues you may have that you may present to them. Computers, new or used, flat screen TV, mounting, programming, setup. Maybe you're changing internet providers, you need that installed. Printers, new or used, anything at all. Get in there and see Tim or one of his great staff members, and they can resolve any tech issues that you may be experiencing. Okay, I can guarantee you that. 517-610-5372, or get in there, 37 Walden Street, downtown Hillsdale. Tell them Rick and Mickey sent you, will you please? Thank you very much. Very much. The Detroit Tigers are bucking the odds. I mean, they're really bucking the odds, big time. What do I mean when I say that? They played how many games right now? 54. And in the majority of those games that they lost, they scored first. Why is that relevant? Well, because in Major League Baseball, the team that scores first The team that scores first, get up there, camera. I'm losing my camera. Team that scores first. The team that scores first wins the majority of the time. 70% of the time. In other words, if you score first, your odds of winning that game are 70%. I kind of like the odds, but not with this team. Not with these guys. Not at all. So now they're on the road for 2 series, 6 games against 2 good teams, White Sox and Rays. Tigers have won 8 road games this year. Now, you heard me right, 8. Horrible road team. Got the worst road record in the major leagues. They've only won 8 games. There's one team that hasn't won as many as 8. Kansas City Royals have won 7, but they haven't played as many road games as the Tigers have on the road. So for that reason, their winning percentage on the road is better than that of the Tigers. Tigers have the worst winning percentage on the road of any major league team this year. It's not close. Well, you want to call the Royals close, but anybody asks me what their issues are, and there are many, but aside from all their faults, if you will, but everything else aside, when you looked at the 13 or 14 blown saves that they have, they're not good. Yesterday was another example. Wenceel Perez hits a home run in the second inning, give a 1-0 lead. Riley Green didn't have a single in the first inning. Well, the rest of the game, they only had 1 hit. Angels aren't very good, but they sure look good against the Tigers, didn't they? Yeah, they did. I guess the red flag for the Tigers. Maybe it was the second series of the season. They won 2 out of 3 from San Diego. We harken back and look back at that, and went to Phoenix, Arizona Diamondbacks, and got swept. And a few weeks after that, they got swept in a 4-game series by the Twins. The Red Sox had just fired the manager, and they came in here and swept the 3-game series. Lost 2 out of 3 to the Royals. I got swept by the Mets. Now they lose 2 out of 3 to the Orioles, 2 out of 3 to the Angels. Not good. Have you given up? Think about this. What is the one word that you would use to describe your feelings, if you will, about this team? Disappointment, disgust. I don't even bother to listen right now. It's a tough watch. The game was broadcast here locally on Channel 10 yesterday for free, and I'm not really sure why they do that. I tried watching a few innings of it, but it's tough to watch. Again, I'll keep saying this. I understand Dan Dickerson gets paid by the Tigers for the job that he does broadcasting, obviously. And you can't bite the hand that feeds you. I understand that. And to come out after the game yesterday, talk about what great pitching the Tigers had just faced in this 3-game series. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. This guy that pitched yesterday for the Orioles, not for the Orioles, he was with the Orioles. With the Orioles, and they traded him to the Angels. So how good could he have been? It's just amazing. I've run out of adjectives, I guess, to describe this team or what we've seen here in the first couple of months. But boy, tough. Now, and again, unfortunate that Derek Skubal had the elbow issues, needed some surgery. He'll be back. Best case scenario, I suppose, is maybe back pitching by Father's Day. Uh, Bob Nightingale, who works for USA Today, baseball writer for USA Today, was on a radio sports talk station in Toronto the other day. And I agree with what he said. He thinks that the Tigers would benefit from trading him before the deadline. And whoever they trade him to, if they were to agree to pay his salary for the rest of the year, I think they'd get a bigger haul in return. Now, he mentioned the Blue Jays and the Yankees, all the usual suspects, and the Padres and the Dodgers. Right now, the Dodgers AA affiliate, them to be the Tulsa Drillers. The Tulsa Drillers are the AA affiliate for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Right now, they have three, count them, not one, not two, but three can't miss outfielders at AA Tulsa right now. You should be able to get at least two of them if you're Scott Harris. Lord knows this team needs offense in the worst kind of way. Casey Mize is also a free agent, but you can't trade them both. Right now, you got to address the offense, and no reason the Tigers couldn't get at least two of those outfielders. None. I think if they threw another player in, they might get all three. But who would that be? No reason you can't get at least two of those guys. Yeah, the Cubs apparently are interested too, but they don't really have a whole lot to offer. So we'll see. And another thing to remember too, folks, there won't be any baseball next year. Won't be any baseball next year because of a lockout implemented by the owners over a contract dispute, over money. What else? Imagine this. What if I were to tell you, folks, there won't be any baseball the next 2 seasons? Next 2 seasons, no baseball. Not until the spring of 2029. That's entirely possible. I know you're probably hearing this telling me you think I'm crazy. You think I'm crazy? You watch. You might not see any baseball the next 2 seasons. I can guarantee you that. News of a more pleasant thought quickly before we get out of here. Tim Twentyman's observations, he writes for the DetroitLions.com, of the Lions' first session of OTAs this spring. He says it was noticeable how much more comfortable second-year receiver Isaac Tesla looked within the offense this morning. This time last year, it's natural for most players to take a big leap getting into their second season. And I think you will. I think this could be a coming out season for Tesla. He was smooth in running his routes today. Along with St. Brown and Jamo, they were the top 3 receivers out there. Look at the offensive line here quickly. Dan Campbell first floated the idea that Penei Sewell would be moving to left tackle at the meetings in March, at the annual league meetings in March, and he confirmed this morning Sewell has been working the last few days in these OTAs. Penei Sewell is working at left tackle. So the first team O-line out there this morning was Sewell at left tackle, Crusher Mahogany at left guard, Cade Mays at center, of course, Tate Ratledge at right guard, and Larry Borum was at right tackle, with rookie first-round pick Blake Miller also getting some reps at right tackle. That's going to be a great competition right up until the start of the season. But I don't think, look, Blake Miller was the 17th overall pick in the draft. Lions thought they were going to have to move up to get him. They think a lot of Blake Miller. And there's no way in God's green earth that he's not going to be the starting right tackle Okay. Let's not be that naive to think that he won't be. But they have to say this up front. They just can't have a rookie come in and give him, okay, there you go, Rook. Your job is yours. No, it doesn't work that way. But anybody that thinks Larry Bourne will be the starting right tackle on September the 13th against the New Orleans Saints at Ford Field, I've got some property in Las Vegas I want to sell you. Okay. Dan Campbell said today, too, this will be the most competition they've had. This will be good. Is a good thing going across the board. Anyway, competition. That's what they want at various spots. Roger McCreary, Automatics. The secondary, there's going to be good competition at a lot of spots. In particular, interesting to watch who replaces Amit Robertson at that nickel spot in the secondary. We could see the Lions play more nickel this season in passing downs, given their current personnel. Veterans like Roger McCreary, Avonte Maddox, rookie Keith Abney II. They were working there today with McCreary getting most of the first reps. In regard to Terrion Arnold, he wasn't at practice today, but Ennis Rakestraw was. And it's a good opportunity for him to get some meaningful reps on the outside opposite DJ Reed along with Ron Gassin. You know? It's a big year for Ennis Rakestraw. If he's healthy, former second-round pick to show they can stay healthy and earn a role. He's played just 8 games his first 2 seasons because of all of injuries. People think he's injury prone. I know Tim 21 says he was around when people thought Matthew Stafford played just 13 games his first 2 years because of injuries. Okay. Well, look, as it turned out, he did miss another game for 8 years after that. Yeah. I'd like to see a healthy Rakestraw and what he can do, push for playing time on the outside. Tight end. Veteran Tyler Conklin looked good today. Has a chance to press Brock Wright for that backup spot at tight end. Behind Sam Laporta, of course. Rookie linebacker Jimmy Rolder was out there today. The starting 3 linebackers today were Campbell and Derek Barnes and Malcolm Rodriguez. But Jimmy Rolder could work his way to getting a lot of playing time. Punt returning. For the first time in 5 seasons, there'll be a different punt returner other than Khalif Raymond. One name that has come up is Greg Dortch, Dortch. That's up to Dave Phipp, special teams coach. But that's somebody to keep an eye on, returning punts and kicks. Greg Dortch. Catch of the day today was made by running back Jacob Sailors. Made a terrific diving one-handed catch from Teddy Bridgewater. Sidelined. There were a few players continuing to rehab injuries that didn't take part in Friday's practice, including Sam Laporta, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph. That's about it. I think you'll see those guys healthy. How many of them will be ready to go on September 13th? We'll see. There's so many player names that you're not familiar with here. Christian Izzian and Chuck Clark got the first run with the starters on defense. At safety, Clark played in 123 games with 80 starts, and Izzian 45 games and 15 starts. There's a lot of experience between the two of those guys. So Tim Twentyman, I don't think there's any better Lion reporter than Tim Twentyman. He's been doing it for quite a long time now, and I think he's the best at what he does, and that's a pretty good capsule synopsis on the Lions' first OTA session of the spring. Talking to somebody the other day, given what's going on in baseball, we're really looking forward to this Lion in Michigan Wolverine football season. I got a feeling it's going to be good. Going to be pretty good. Okay, that's going to do it. It's going to round out the week. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Give us a listen tomorrow morning, if you would, please, on Time Out with Andy and Jed on 92.1 WCSR, 92.1 FM tomorrow morning from 9 to 10. We'll talk a lot about this. Okay. Again, like I said, thanks so much for watching and listening. Remember, please treat each other with respect. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. Please get out there and enjoy it, will you please? Let your friends know what I'm doing here. Tell them they don't have to watch the whole thing. Just hit the like and subscribe button. I went too long today anyway, but it's Friday. All right. I'm headed to the finish line. I'll see you there. So have yourselves a great weekend. Take care. Enjoy the weather. See you Monday. So long, everybody. Bye-bye.